Hey, this is Sean Venable with USA Track and Field, and we're here at Liberty University's indoor track and field facility. And today, I want to talk to you a little bit about setting up the starting blocks. Setting up the blocks properly is a great way to enhance your sprinter's performance. Today we have with us Mr. Jovane Atkinson. He's going to help us set up the starting blocks, so let's get to it. So the first thing we want to do when we're setting up the starting blocks is figure out which foot goes in front and which foot goes in back. In the old days, coaches used to talk about having a good foot and a bad foot. We know that's probably not accurate. What we have is we have a speed skill leg that's very precise. And if I'm an athlete that's kicking a soccer ball, my skill speed leg would be the foot that touches the soccer ball. We know from studying force production though, that the other foot is not a bad foot at all, but that foot is better at applying force. I can generate and apply more force with my other leg. So we'll talk in this conversation about a skill speed leg, and then we'll also talk about a power stability leg. Here you can see Jovane's skill speed leg is his left. When setting up the blocks, we're gonna do the 1-2-3 method. So from the back of the start line to the spine of the blocks, we're gonna do 1 foot length. To the front block, which will be Jovane's right foot, we're gonna do 2 lengths of his foot. And to his back foot, we'll do 3 lengths of his foot. When setting up the angle of the block plates themselves, it's best for most high school and club level athletes to put the blocks all the way into the lowest setting. When entering the blocks, it's important to be as dynamic as possible, creating tension by pushing against the block plates themselves. Yesterday in biomechanics, we discussed how muscles and tendons work like rubber bands, and by creating a stretch, we can elicit a stretch shortening cycle or an elastic response. The hand should be directly under the shoulders and in a bridged position. When checking the spatial placement of the blocks, the front leg knee should be 1 inch or 2 behind the starting line, and the back leg knee should be 2 to 3 inches in front of the front toe. When raising into the set position, it's important to raise your center of mass by pushing your feet firmly against the blocks and using that tension to raise your hips. It's also important that the foot covers the complete block plate and not allowing separation between the midfoot and the top of the blocks themselves. In the set position, it's important that the angle of the front knee be at 90 degrees and the angle of the back knee be somewhere between 120 and 135 degrees for optimal force production. Because shin angles reflect the direction in which force is being applied, it's important that the shin angles are parallel with each other and also consistent with the angle of trajectory.